Hey Mom, told you I'd do a video, so I don't know how to really start this thing, but I'm outside of the Express Mart. I don't know how well you can see that. Express Mart. It's probably about the closest gas station that I have near me that sells everything I need, like cigarettes and of course, you know, coffee, because I need that, hey. So this is going to be a long video. It could be like a 15-20 minute walk, depending on how lazy I'm feeling. Ugh. Maui's the windiest island, so there'll be a lot of wind noise, I'm sure. This place right here used to be I think like a Subaru dealership, but it's been closed since I got here, so I don't know. I got a whole little hair thing going on. Glasses? Yeah, not now though, later. Coffee now. Ugh. One-handed. Yeah. 100% Hawaiian coffee. Love it. It's like $1 a can too. Getting ready to pass the Krispy Kreme. Their coffee is terrible. I don't know what they do to it, but I'm not picky when it comes to coffee. But for some reason, their coffee is just god-awful. It's the worst I've ever had. I didn't think you could make coffee that bad, but apparently here you can. Right across the street is the Costco. Got a little Costco back there. And right up here is the Maui sign I took the video in front of. So I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, welcome to Maui. Look both ways before you cross the street, Dan. Just wait for this light. I'll flip the camera. Whoa, can you flip the camera around? I don't think I can. Autofocus. Nah. But yeah, this is pretty much where I am. This area over here with the green fence I'm about to show you is a wildlife preserve. See the green fence? Oh, they actually have a sign right here, I'll show you. See, look at that. It's home to the native Hawaiian stilt bird. I don't know the Hawaiian name for it. It's like kana or something. I don't know. Sunglasses. Now, in the wildlife sanctuary, I know that there are some homeless that stay in there. There's kind of a break in the fencing between the green fence right here and the bridge up ahead that we'll probably cross in about 10 minutes or so. This is also the same road you'll take to get to the airport. But they also just built another road, which I guess it's a little quicker. I live like directly diagonal this way on the outside of the nature preserve. And yes, I've looked. There is no shortcut through the nature preserve. I've tried. I don't mind hopping a couple fences to save some time, but Lord, it is a swamp in there. Like total bog. They refer to it as wetlands. Ooh, wetlands. But it is nice that they have a nature preserve, I guess. Probably about the closest hotel you're gonna get from the airport is the Marriott, which is this right here. It's like less than a mile from the airport. It's one of the more expensive ones too because it's less than a mile from the airport. I do live close enough to, like, I guess central Kahului, to where I can walk and it's not uncomfortable. It'll just take about 45 minutes or an hour if I'm being lazy, but I mean, if I got a good pace going, I can make it there in like 40 minutes, honestly, if I'm really trying to get there. I probably made it there in less time, really. But oh yes, I also got a haircut. So I told them to give me something like more Hawaiian, and well, if it wasn't for the wind, be able to see, yeah. I kind of look like Hitler's son, though. Got some flowers over here, look pretty nice, you know. You are allowed to walk in the nature preserve, but only during certain, wait for the truck, but only during certain times of the day, and only on certain trails. Fucking hate helicopters. I'm so close to the airport, I hear them constantly. So yeah, I guess this is a little spillway or levee. And my place is like straight that way, but on this side. Unfortunately, I have to take the long way around to get there. There's this way to get in, and then there's another way. This way's quicker, but I have to pass through a private parking lot, which, I mean, by now they've begun to notice who I am. So if that becomes a problem, I'll just be forced to take the other way. Which the other way's not bad. It's just a little longer. It is nice though because it is close to this Island Depot, which is a grocery store. They sell everything, and they give you rewards points. It's a really great grocery store. I don't go there as much as I'd like to, just because it's the far way. But yeah, if I need some food, really, and I think they close at like 8 o'clock. It's like I'm gonna say a 10-minute walk from where I am. So my days off, when I do get a day off, I can get food pretty easily. Everybody says Maui's the windiest island, which it's good, but it's hard to light a cigarette. But I'm gonna say it's probably about like 80 degrees outside. And it's real windy, so I mean, it's not hot at all, you know? Really wish I knew how to flip the camera around, damn. renting cars in Maui, it's well, Hawaii in general, it's big business. So you're about to see all these car rental places, and Lord, you can rent a Mustang for the price of a VCR, basically. They got like 20 in, at minimum, they got like 20 Mustangs in stock, so you can cruise around Maui in style. But there's a drawback with that, though, that most tourists don't understand. See, we're so close to Japan that there's a huge Honda culture. Everybody loves Honda, you know? Honda and Toyota. And you're either driving a Honda, Toyota, or you're in some sort of pickup truck if you're a local, you know? You can spot the tourists easily just by what vehicle they drive, you know? Because there's not a Mustang dealership on the island. Not one whatsoever. You can only rent Mustangs. So you see a white person in a Mustang, they're definitely a tourist. Ooh, got a big truck coming up. It's gonna be loud. Ooh, big truck. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it if I told you, but it's actually raining on me right now. Full sun, hardly any clouds, but I can feel the water hitting me in the face. It's not bad, it's just strange. Oh, look at this, we got a full rainbow coming up. I don't know how well my front-facing camera is going to show the rainbow, though. Can you see it? Yeah, I'll just have to flip you all the way around. Yeah, I hope you can see the rainbow. Can you? Yeah. Yeah, you can see that. I can see it at least. Let me focus. Yeah, see? Full sun outside too. Like I said, hardly any clouds in the sky. But there's always a rainbow. It's awesome. Fucking water. I don't know if you can see it. Well, water hit my camera too. It's right there on the screen. Well, maybe you can't see it. I don't know, maybe you can see the water. I'm getting rained on pretty. It's like a drizzle. And ain't a single cloud above me. But hey, that's Hawaii, you know? On a hot day like this, I mean, it's nice. And it's windy. So, never uncomfortable outside. About nighttime, it never gets any colder than about 65. You know, I've never needed more than a thin blanket because, hey, that's all I brought. A sleeping bag too, but it gets hot in the bag. Oh yeah. There's also no place to buy Jeeps. There is no Jeep dealership. If you want a Jeep, you're buying it secondhand always. So you see some white people cruising around in a shiny new Jeep. They're fucking Howleys. That's what the locals refer to us white people. It's a derogatory term for anything not native, especially white people, the definition said. So, Howley. You'll hear it sometimes as you're walking. Somebody will yell, Howley! Oh, look, here comes another white Jeep. Howley! Like that. And I know they're tourists because, I mean, I'm heading towards the car rental place, and basically at the car rental place all they have is the hot vehicles, the Mustangs, the Jeeps and whatnot. Aloha. Yeah, that's a native. Anybody with a lifted Toyota truck is definitely native as fuck. Up, Howley. Howley! You see what I'm talking about? About the Mustangs and the Jeeps and whatnot. See, this is knowledge you only pick up living here. Oh, that wind noise must be bad. Try and cover the microphone so you don't hear it so badly. And it's a little better. We're getting ready to cross that bridge I was telling you about, the one where it separates the wildlife sanctuary from the levee, and that's where most of the homeless enter the wildlife sanctuary to get to their camp. I'm outside of the sanctuary because, one, it's illegal to camp on that ground, like bad, really illegal. Some laws even I don't break, believe it or not. See, this is where it's kind of unfenced for the wildlife sanctuary. And you'll see deer in here all the time. Just a whole group of deer, like at least 20 of them. They only travel in packs. You'll never see just one stray deer. See, coming up to the bridge. Okay, so this would be a shortcut to where I'm camped out at. Unfortunately, it's locked. So I live basically straight up there behind that building. There's a parking lot, there's some cars back there. And then that tree line, I live like way behind that tree line where the road is. And behind that road is the beach. But I'll show you that. This is the little ravine spillway. That's basically the airport over there. Yeah, for the majority, most of the cars passing me going this way, are coming right from the car rental place. There's not much parking. I mean, they built this. That's like the parking lot structure. They just kind of, like, they were finishing as I landed. It's basically finished now, I guess. Most of, like, the orange safety cones have come down, and the crane is gone. Washing rental cars here, there's good money in that, I hear. I think it's only $12 an hour if you're hired through a temp agency, but it's about impossible to get a job outside of a temp agency through these assholes, because I tried. They wanted you to do a video interview. And what a video interview was basically, so it's basically like they would pose a question on the app. You'd have to download an app. They'd pose a question, you'd have to be connected to like Wi-Fi or whatever, and then you'd have to record yourself on your phone answering the question in text, which was so weird. Why so extra? I just want to clean fucking cars for the 10 hours a day or whatever, you know? Look at all these cars. And they just line them up in a big row like that and they clean them right there. But it was so much frustration, the application process, that I just ended it halfway through, you know? And to make 12 an hour. But that was one of the first places I applied to work, because I lived like right behind it, really. So I thought that'd be convenient, but just too hard. Oh look, Howley. Oh, another Mustang. Howley! I love that. Yeah, everybody wants to live the dream, you know? Fly to Hawaii, first class, cruise around in a Mustang. Oh, another one. That was a whole family. Alright. Oh, another one. Alright. So, car rental place behind me. That's basically the airport. Ooh, you can still see the rainbow. Yeah, that's the airport. Right down that way. So when I landed, I already knew where I was going to go. I already looked it up on images, Google Images. So I really only had to walk from like that building to where I'm about to show you, which, ooh, I'm going to draw a lot of attention to myself holding a video camera and walking at the same time, but whatever. Ooh, it's time for the glasses. Yeah. Oh, another one. I always almost get run over here. Fucking tourists, they just want to get, you know, out and explore Hawaii. Most states you could turn right on red, but here, it's pretty limited actually. A lot of times they'll just have a sign that says yes or no. Ooh, that wind. Car rental place. Don't worry, we're getting closer to where I live. And it's not going to be much longer. Coming up on that parking lot I was telling you about. Which, I mean, there's always somebody there. I'm sure they've noticed me by now, but they've left me alone. Because I don't bother nobody. And my white privilege carries me through most of it, so whatever. I'm gonna have to put you down for a second. I'm passing like an employee break area, so hold on. pretty much where they keep like all the extra cars. More cars right here. The part that I'm camped out at is classified as federal land, but it's federal land in the sense that nobody cares about it. Like, it's federal wasteland, I guess. It's flood land, so it's land that's designed to be in a specific area to absorb water if the levee breaks. Not a whole lot of people around me. A lot of people on the beach on the other side of the road. So probably about where I am, it's probably about like a 150 foot, 200 foot difference between me and like the nearest person, I suppose. More cars and whatnot. Ooh, might as well light a cigarette. These bitches are expensive out here. $10 a pack. I need to quit. Told myself I'd never pay $10 for a pack of cigarettes, but look at me. Oh shit. Hard part now is lighting the thing in this wind. Alright, so I'm gonna flip you around so you can see all the cars. At nighttime, which is the time I used to come through here when I still worked at the Maui Country Club. I've since quit. At nighttime, there's fewer people and fewer cars in here, so I can kind of sneak in unnoticed. It is private property, but you know, people just seem to ignore me. In Hawaii, it's not like Maryland. Like, you can't go to Crazy Ray's and junk your car and get, you know, that $300, $400. So when it breaks down, people just let it sit. And then people will just come by and take the parts off. The tire's gone, the seat's gone, the door's gone, the battery's gone. You'll just catch people from time to time with like a screwdriver or a hammer just going at it. It's pretty funny. Literally, not just that car, but like any car that's just abandoned, any car that sits more than 2 days that has any sort of damage, it's just like, all right, you know it's gonna get scrapped, and there they are, quick. Lord, like piranhas eating away at a corpse. So that's the car lot. This is the fence. The fence runs all the way back to the bridge where we had just crossed, and we had looked across to this part. On the other side of this fence is the nature preserve, so I'm well away from that. Right here, they tend to mow this area when the grass gets too high, so that's convenient. I got here in the rainy season, grass was this high. And I mean, if it stops raining, awesome, but the wet grass touching your clothing drenches you, so you'll be soaking wet by the time you get back to camp. And then I don't have any way to dry it immediately, so it would stink. Those clothes, they would just stink, and then that would drive my laundry bill up. But it's not so wet these days, so pretty good. Right here is about the entrance I take to get to my campsite, but I'm not going to go down there just yet. I'm going to show you where the road is because I hate walking through all the thorn trees, the thorn branches, they fall to the ground. They'll stick right through your shoe. I don't care how thick your shoe is. It's gonna poke. It sucks. Here's the backside of my little camp. Yeah, I'll take you up to the road. Ugh. This is basically the road. 7 o'clock every night, there's a gate down this side of the road and a gate down this side of the road. They close it off at night, so this road is closed at 7 o'clock. I'm already here. I'll just take you to the beach. Oh, had to take the shortcut, didn't I? Alright, we'll make a quick stop at the beach and then I'll show you where I live. Around the rainy season, this area right here is just like a pool of water because of all the U-turns people make right here. Over the years, it's just dug into the ground. So normally this area I'm walking in right here, normally this is not dry. I've seen cars get stuck in this and then have to get another car to tow it out. So not too far away from where I'm at is the beach, obviously, but also a little porta pot in case I need it. Haven't had to use it yet, but it's nice that it's there just in case I wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, sand. Hate walking in sand in tennis shoes. Be pulling out sand out of my shoes the rest of the damn week. Alright, and this is why we do it. Off in the distance there, that's where the cruise ship comes in. Ooh, I smell weed. And hot dogs. So that's... Ooh, that's some good weed too. So that's pretty much the beach. Down this way, this part of the beach, that's where I posted the video of the turtles. The first video of the turtles. And I mean, it may seem like this is a popular beach, but it's really not. There's a sewage treatment plant half a mile up this way. So, I mean, you can swim in the water, sure. I don't much. I go farther down, really. Damn, that was some strong weed I was smelling too, and some hot dogs. Good Lord. I didn't want to say anything as I was passing that white truck. It had the hood up. That truck's been there for about a week. I'm not sure if that's the owner working on it or if that's just the guy scrapping it. Neither would surprise me. So, we'll trail down to the beach. At nighttime, they close this whole area off. And I know this because I'll be in my little tent. I'll be in my little tent and you'll see the red lights going on. And those are basically wildlife sanctuary officers. And they'll come through here. They'll make sure all the cars go out. They'll get on their loudspeaker. You gotta leave the area. This park is now closed. And they even got the gate here and there to close it down at night. And we're getting ready to cross over to where I live. Over here. I'll probably keep the camera facing forward so you can see everything. I'll just take this way. Oh, I'm gonna get a thorn in my shoe going this way.